Hello, family. Hi, all members of Renewed Ministries, board members, mentors, mentees, the family all. I want to pause to take this opportunity to say a very big thank you for your support, for your prayers, and just for being there for Renewed Ministries in 2010. 2010 was a challenging year in many respects, but it was also a year in which we saw God's great move in this ministry, the movement of our international director to the Eastern Caribbean, and how God provided and God opened doors, and how we just saw God's hand in the whole situation in that move, and the tremendous success that this ministry has had over there in the few months since that move. I want to wish for you and your family, your loved ones, those in your care, your ministries, your churches, your mentees, for those of you who are mentors, all that concerns you. I want to wish for you a very, very, very blessed and peaceful Christmas, one in which we will take time out to reflect deeply on the tremendous significance and meaning of this time. This year, more than any other years, I feel a sense of frustration, a sense of being saddened with the extent to which persons go to such great lengths to prepare for Christmas, yet they live their lives with Christ on the periphery. I want to challenge us that just as Matthew records in Matthew 4 and 15, as Jesus began his ministry, his public ministry, and he went through the region of Galilee by the way of the sea, the seaside areas, to fulfill what was spoken by the prophet, that the people who lived in darkness have seen a great light. And for those who dwelt in the land overshadowed by death, a great light has risen. We now know that this very Jesus is not just the light that rose for those who dwelt in darkness and those whose lives were punctuated by the stench of death, but he is also the risen light. He is the reason for the season. And so I pray for all of us that we will allow the light of Jesus to penetrate our hearts, moving out the darkness that exists inside of us. Because, hey, we've all got darkness inside of us, right? The only way we can be the light of the world is if we deal with the darkness inside of us. So let's allow Jesus to shine his light in our hearts, get rid of the darkness, so that we can be a blazing light, a beacon, to go out there and challenge the darkness in this nation. Jamaica is indeed a land overshadowed by darkness, and the shadow of death is so much upon this land, so heavy. All the road accidents, the guns continue to bark, the murder, the corruption, the violence, lack of integrity, poor leadership, confused youth, and we could go on. The kingdom of God needs you. Renewed Ministries remains committed and focused to make disciples for Jesus, to be the ones to put a dent in the slide that our young persons are experiencing. It's challenging, yes. The economy is under pressure. People's time is stretched. But I know without a doubt that God has called us to this ministry. And once again, I say a big thank you as I invite you to continue this partnership. Let's be much in prayer for the ministry. Let's challenge our minds and be innovative as to how we can bring in the much needed funds. God has already started to open doors of provision, something we have been praying for quite some time, an office for the ministry. And you'll be hearing a lot more about that in the coming days. So we rejoice and we give thanks and we go forward into 2011 with tremendous anticipation. Once again, a very, very blessed and Merry Christmas to you. And let's look forward and give thanks for a tremendous and awesome 2011 with the King of Kings. God bless. Shalom Aleichem.